right, how's everybody doing? This is Ephraim, Passpoint One Comics, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a first-time subscriber or if you're one of my regular subscribers, whomever watches my videos, I really appreciate it. I do these YouTube videos because comic books is a passion of my life and I just like doing them. And it's been a little bit over a week since I did my last video, and that's because I haven't gotten any new comic books. So I did get one last week, and I'm just going to show you that one first, and then I'm going to show you the books that I got for free comic book day. I went to 3 stores, and I will mention them in a couple of minutes. But this first one is about the only book that I got in the mail. It's a J. Scott Campbell X-Men #1 with Rogue on the cover. Usually these types of books are done by John Tyler Christopher, I believe, but J. Scott Campbell did his own version of the books. So, like I said, today is Free Comic Book Day. Oh, and before I go any further, if you like what you see, please subscribe and share this channel. So today is Free Comic Book Day. I went to 3 stores, and the first store I went to was SoCal Comics, and I'm gonna put a link to every store in the description below after I'm done. So I was waiting in line. Free Comic Book Day is when stores, they give out free comic books to new customers, hopefully, and to regulars. So I went there first, and before I show you the books, I was in line, and then there was this person in front of me, and he had a San Francisco Giants cap on, and I'm from San Francisco, and we started chatting, and I told him, hey, I'm a Giants fan too. We were talking about how the team is going. And then, I mentioned, hey, I have my own YouTube channel if you ever want to check it out. And then he said, I thought you looked familiar. So he has seen my YouTube channel before. So that, was a good feeling that he goes, yeah, you looked familiar. I thought that was you. So, we kept on chatting, and I told him, thanks for subscribing to my channel, or thanks for checking it out. So that was a good way to start out the day. So after I went to SoCal Comics, I went to TCS Rockets. And they had a nice, store also. And I went inside, it was bustling with people. Both stores were, and it was a good experience. Last but not least, I went to the Comics Lounge there in Escondido. And the reason I went there is because my good friend, MF Stuntman, he had a booth there, and he was selling some of his comic books. So my last stop was hanging out with MF Stuntman. We had a good time. He introduced me to some of the people that were there. I want to give a shout out to Sean and Dave. It was nice meeting you guys, and also thanks for subscribing to my channels. So without much further ado, and when I'm done showing you these videos, I'm gonna switch over to my computer, and I'm gonna show you 10 comic books that are coming out. You can still pre-order comic books. The way that works, if nobody's ever done it before, is every month comic books become available that you can order right now, but they're pre-orders, and they come out basically 2 months down the line. So I'm just going to show you 10 of the books that grab my attention. I'm not saying they're going to skyrocket or they're going to be sought after. These are just 10 of the books that grab my attention. I'm going to show it to you after I'm done showing you the books that I picked up on Free Comic Book Day. So the first one is Star Wars: The High Republic, The Edge of Balance. And there's all kinds of books available today. And yes, they were free, and you could just pick the ones that you wanted. Next one up is another Star Wars book, but this is Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures. And there are stories inside of these books, and they're just like little short stories to get somebody who's never read these books before an idea of what this book is about. This book it's called Enter the House of Slaughter. It's from the world of Something is Killing the Children. If anybody has read Something is Killing the Children, it's a group of people who hunt monsters basically, but they're all trained in this house, and the house is called the House of Slaughter. So this is gonna be its own series also. Next up we have Spider-Man and Venom. Looks like this is done by Patrick Gleason. At least the last name says Gleason, so I'm assuming it's Patrick Gleason. Then we have Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers. So to me, Free Comic Book Day is like a holiday. it's almost like Christmas nowadays. The anticipation of which books are going to be available for people to get for free, and a lot of times people go into stores and the comic book owners they have special sales for comic books. It's just to introduce people who have never been to a comic book store. Hey, this is what we do. Come take a look. And if you've never bought a book, this day is perfect for you. So this next one is We Live, The Last Days. This was a great story by the Miranda brothers. And it just ended about 2 or 3 months ago. It was a 5-issue series, but it ended like in a cliffhanger, and there's going to be a continuation. So I can't wait to read those books. This is a really good story. I really recommend this story. If anybody's new to comic books, they haven't checked it out, give this series a try. Next we have Good Old Batman from DC Comics. This one is from Dynamite, Vampirella. And this one is Red Room from Fantagraphics. Sorry, I couldn't get the word out. Fantagraphics. Next we have Suicide Squad King Shark. If anybody has seen the most recent Suicide Squad movie, King Shark, I heard he was a very popular character in that movie. And this one, it wasn't free. When I went to the Comic Lounge, MF Stuntman, he had a booth, and he had basically a grab bag that you would pay a certain price. You didn't know what the books were, but if you paid a certain price for the books, for the bag, there was like 5 books in there, and you didn't know which ones you were getting. But this is one of my favorite series of all time, and I wasn't able to get the free comic book of this version, but this one I didn't have. This is Stray Dogs 3. And I got 4 other books, but I was really happy when I got this one. So, like I said, today is Free Comic Book Day. It's a great opportunity for people who have never gone to a comic book store to see what it's all about. Some people may be surprised. I mean, it's a great, you meet great people. Like I said, I met 3 great people that I had never met before today, and it was awesome meeting them. And I got to hang out with MF Stuntman. So these are just the videos. These are just the books that I picked up today. I'm gonna switch over to my computer. Then I'm gonna show you. These are books, advanced orders, and these are 10 of them that have grabbed my attention that I'm gonna order. And these books are gonna be coming out in October of this year. So stay tuned. I will be right back. So what I'm gonna show you now are advanced or preview orders. These are books that are coming out in October. You can order them now, basically until the end of August, and they will come out in October. So I just chose 10. Now I'm gonna buy more than 10 comic books, but these are just 10 that grabbed my attention, and I just wanted to show them to you. So let me lower my screen here and get out of the way. The first one is Thor number 18. It has a picture of a frog. That's Thor. What's happening with this character? This character used to be a human being. He turned into a frog, and he found a sliver of Thor's hammer, and he kept it, and he became Throg, so to speak. So he decided to stay a frog and help out the amphibian community around him, and he does help out Thor and other heroes every now and then. So I like this cover. Next up we have Venom number 1. This is a new ongoing series. The most recent Venom ended, and it's Eddie Brock's son Dylan is the new Venom. So this is the main cover. And below are some subsequent covers, but the only one available right now is the Peach Momoko variant. These other covers have not been shown yet. So next we have The Me You Love in the Dark number 3 by Image Comics. This is by Scotty Young and Jorge Corona. This is just one cover. Next up we have is Time Before Time with Image Comics. Has to do with time travel. I got this one because of this main cover. I really like this cover. Like a skeleton head blowing up. So it grabbed my attention, so I'm going to buy this one. Next up, we have The House of Slaughter #1 by Boom Studios, sorry. This is a variant cover. This is a 1 in 50 Incentive Martinez Bueno cover. I noticed when I looked at this cover, this is an homage to The Nice House by the Lake, and I'll show that picture right next to it. Every now and then, comic book series or covers, they do an homage to previous books, and Nice House by the Lake just came out about 3 or 4 months ago. I believe this is the main cover to the book though. And once again, this is called The House of Slaughter #1. So next up we have Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters IG-88 #1. Anybody who follows Star Wars knows this is a bounty hunter, IG-88, I believe. So yes, so I like this cover and I'm gonna get it. There's variant covers to this book, but none of them are available as of yet. Next up we have Cross to Bear #1 by Aftershock Comics. This is Jack the Ripper was never caught because no one was looking for him in the Wild West. No one except the Order. An organization made of the descendants of Crusaders sworn to eradicate the unnatural. The Order will stop at nothing to fulfill the pledge their forefathers made, even if it means crossing the ocean or a line or two. So it looks like there's just one cover. Next up, we have The Amazing Spider-Man #75 by Marvel Comics. This is the main cover by Patrick Gleason, I believe. And here are some of the other covers that are available. And the ones where there's nothing there, they just haven't shown them yet. So one's a Steve Ditko Hidden Gem variant, and one's a Scotty Young variant. In-Hyuk Lee and a Coelho Stormbreakers variant. But the ones you see, like this one on the left, is a Ron Lim variant. And this one's a Joe Jusko variant. And this one's the main cover right here, actually. So next we have Gunslinger Spawn #1 by Image Comics. This is the main cover. There's a variant cover, but it's just not available yet. Next we have Time Before Time, and I showed this one already, so we won't show this one now. And the last one is Black Widow #12. This is these Adam Hughes covers, to me, he's been really knocking them out of the ballpark, and I like this cover. Looks like there's Spider-Girl right here on the right-hand side. See if there's any variants. Yeah, there's one variant. This is a Jusko variant. So yeah, like I said, these are just 10 of the books that grab my attention, and that's why I'm showing them right now. So hopefully you like this video. You know, like I said, today was a great day, Free Comic Book Day. I woke up early, went to the 3 stores. Shout outs again to everybody, all the stores that I went to and all the people that I met. Hopefully my next video, I'm gonna have more comic books to show. Oh, I'm also still cleaning and pressing all the books that I'm gonna try to send to CBCS. So I'm doing like about 4 books a day. It's a time consuming, you know, it's time consuming when I do these books because I leave them in the press, you know, I make sure they're fine before I take them out. And then I put them in a cold press. And then after that, I go on to the next book. So I try to do 4 books a day. But once again, this is Ephraim, Passpoint One Comics. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, share it with everybody out there so I can get more people liking it. But everybody be safe and take care until next time.